When I was in nursery school, I asked my teacher, when are we going to have a proper class? When will the rain stop beating us? When are we going to stop smelling this smoke? She could not answer.
At first, it was in shambles. The usual schools are in terrible condition. Children can't learn properly. There are no furniture. The roofs are leaking.
We have some chairs, but by the time we came back very early in the morning, we not seen the chairs. Some of the area's boys, they will come and pick all the chairs. They will take it away. So we now decide when we resume in the morning, that's upstairs. So we take all the books, everything belong to this school, we pack it, we take it to that building. So we beg that mommy there to give us their sitting room. It's the place we used to pack all the chairs, everything. So by the time we came back in the morning, we now go back to go and pack all that thing. But look at the situation of that thing. The numbers of these children are reducing because of the stretch they pass through in the morning.
And then we called all the attention, and the people cried and they cried, and nothing was done. Then a disaster happened.
Few years ago, I think towards the end of 2022, there was a fire outbreak in the school, which part of the building was destroyed then. We even had it in the news.
Before, everything has dilapidated, completed, falling down. Even gone to the extent that all those boys hoodlums made them smoking weed. But what can we do? I'm not a policeman. If you want to try to attack them, when they shoot you with bottles, you will run away. I'm less concerned about that one. But we thank God when time comes, this is just being like that. But I like the way they are doing it. Nobody can go inside now. But before,
ṣé torí skul wèrè tán pé skul tó ní rúùfù wèrè kan ló ń pọ́nlé ní bọ̀bọ̀ wọ́n ní pẹ́ wọlé skul fáwọn tó fẹ́ fà ká ṣé skul wọ́n ní ká kàwé skul tó ní rúùfù níbo.
That day, all of us were in school compound. We are working. I went to HM office on that day. I want to go and collect something. Because I'm using that class. That is, have the stars that day. When I reached the HM office, he said, he can't come to that class. I should join the class together. I know that the people that is there was already growing up child. I moved them to this place. We are there around 30 minutes after. One of our colleagues inside that compound, Mr. Alabi, just called me that I should see, come and see the fire. Come and see the sun. We don't do anything there. Are you cooking them? No, we are not doing anything. I just leave that place. Maybe it's the next building. After 20 minutes, he called me back, said, I should come and see the roof. This roof is, we just went there, we opened the class. Just that there is fire everywhere. What really happened, we don't know. We don't know how the fire started. We just see the fire.
Actually, I have a friend working here, and when I told her what we do at Tracka about education, health, and others, she introduced me to come to their school and see how dilapidated the buildings are. During the COVID-19 era, she called me again that nothing has been done to effect any change, which led to me to come back here. And we also tried to write letter to advocate for that purpose. It was the advocacy that brought the issue of renovation of these two places up. So. what they experience there is something that has not been done in any school in Oyo State, per se, that there is intervention from the federal, intervention from the state, and intervention from the local government.
But now, ventilation, everything is normal. When we saw that everything is fine, children has to go back and start their education back.
This time around, children can learn anywhere they sit. But this time around, they can run from one place to another to play with their friends, to do everything together.
Yes, it's very okay, and I think I should just say it's very beautiful and nice. Thank you, Tracka, and what you have done.
I want to say big thanks to them. I appreciate all of them. God will continue to give them more strength.
Katsina story is quite unique to me because it was us trying to solve a particular problem in an ecosystem of problems. You know, this is a community, Sarki Jikidda, that had been ravaged by bandits, you know, the current banditry going on in the northwest, and they had another problem beyond banditry. The ripple effects of what banditry had taken from them was that they could not access healthcare, and when they needed to access healthcare, they have to travel to several communities, putting their lives at risk. And we had people that on their way traveling, they were shot, they were killed, they did not survive. Imagine traveling to get your child treated for malaria and then you are shot, you are killed. Double jeopardy. It was something. And of course, we knew that how could we come in? We don't have the capacity to address the larger issue of insecurity. But this issue of a health center that was desperately needed, it was something that we could advocate for. And thankfully that our state officer in Katsina, Mustafa Sadiq, worked towards that. It took some years. And today we have a fully functional and equipped healthcare center in Sarki Jikidda today.
Yaro na san da ya fara masassara. Mun dauke shi mun kai shi asibiti. Yayi kaman ya samu sauki mun maido shi. Kuma masassara ta dawo. Kuma na ƙara maida shi. Kuma yayi kaman ya samu sauki kuma na dawo da shi gida kuma masassara he ta dawo. To da ta dawo ne a ƙarshe na kai shi wani asibitin Gangare. To sai yayi kaman ya samu sauki dai nan kuma na ƙara dawowa da shi gida. To kuma har ila yau sai na ɗauke shi kuma sai na maida shi. To da na maida shi ne sun yi iyakar yin su abin ya yi ƙarfin su. Sai suka ce mu wuce babba asibiti sai na wuce da shi. Ina zuwa da shi 'yan mintuttuka kaɗan ma aka yi. Sai Allah ya nashi yin sai ya rasu. Sai muka dawo da shi gida. Tabbas ƙwarai kau wannan asibitin ina tunanin hada rashin kyanta ɗin kuma amma kuma da ajalin ma. Baya ga ajali ma kuma akwai rashin kyanta saboda ba mu da ma'aikata cikin ta. Ana buƙatar taimakon ma'aikata cikin to babu. Kuma ka gani amma kuma da ajali din ma inda ɗan lokaci yayi ai ba makawa ba wanda ya isa ya hana shi al'amarin Allah in Allah ya kawo shi. Amma kuma da rashin kyan asibitin gaskiya.
Ni na tafi ni haɗari Allah ya jarabce ni da shi. Na tafi gona sai wani mai mashin ya zo ya ture daga nan ban san inda nake ba. Ga lokacin nan ba mu samun magani wadatacce, babu da asibiti wadataccen magani na sai dai in tafi wani gari ba tsari. Ina zuwa ana yi man wanki ina dawowa matsayin shekara kusan 2 kenan ina shan wahala babu magani ga lokacin na asibiti.
In cewa ita wannan asibiti a duk ɗan Alhaji an gaya ita kaɗai ce wadda take aiki a yanzu. To mun fuskanci ƙalubale na kwarewa wannan asibiti ta waye gari gaba ɗaya rihinta ya riga ya buɗe gaba ɗaya. In ana ruwan sama duka mu da mu da patient sai dai mu ruga mu tsallaka mu shiga cikin gari, ba mu da ikon zama cikin asibitin mai aiki. Haka muka yi ta aiki tsawon shekaru.
To, daga yanzu matsayin da ake ciki yanzu gaskiya domin Allah mun samu ci gaba da aka gyara asibitin nan, muna jin daɗi kuma jama'ar area mu kuma suna jin daɗi. Ni kaina nan ina samun sauƙi, ana samun wa'ansu magungunan ma yanzu saboda mun samu ci gaba, an samu gyaranta kuma gaskiya mun gode, mun ji daɗi. Allah ya saka da alkhairi, wannan gyaran da aka mun ji daɗin shi, gaskiya na ji daɗi.
Yara an rage domin Allah dalilin wannan kungiya da aka kawo mu cikin garin Sarki Jiki. Don haka yanzu muna godiya, an gode kwarai. Allah sa alheri.
To alhamdulillahi, da farko dai ina miƙa godiyata ga wannan kungiya saboda irin asibitin nan ta fa shekara wajen 35 da ginawa, kuma tun da aka gina asibitin nan ba a taɓa samun wata hukumar da ta waiwayo ta zo ta dubi asibitin nan ta yi mata gyaran da ya dace wanda za a ci gaba da amfani da ita. Gaskiya sai albarkacin zuwan wannan kungiya. Saboda haka muna godiya, muna jin daɗi, muna nuna farin cikinmu, kuma muna roƙon wannan kungiya akan kamar yadda ta taimaka mana aka kai ga wannan matsayi, muna roƙonta da ta zo ta taimaka ma asibitin nan ta kai wani matsayi wanda al'ummar yankin nan za su amfana ta ko'ina da ita.
In this country, there are communities whereby one of their major problems is something that is so significant to people like me and you. And that is why our work is important, for people to understand that they don't have to be left behind in development. They can be an active part of bringing development into their communities. Tracka has been doing so much fantastic job, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for the next 10 years. The next 10 years, Snipers, we are raising the biggest social accountability network in Africa through the Community Champions Initiative. Now we want to fully take power to the people. We've used the past 10 years to build. Now we want to use the next 10 years to scale.
I mean, when we started Tracka, we kept asking ourselves, what are the options for people who live in underserved communities? You have children sitting on bare floor, you have them using wooden sticks for drip stands, you had them without power for years or for decades. It was like a lot of hopeless situation for them. And a lot of times, their constituency projects, local government projects, state projects, where funds had been allocated, but you get the worst kind of service. Starting Tracka is always to find projects being delivered for communities and getting them to have, a smile on their face, a warm embrace. It gives me a whole lot of joy about what we have created, because we have created impact in thousands. We've affected millions of lives. We've transformed thousands of communities just because we chose to answer the call of getting involved.
Look, man, it don't tire.